welcome back. Sorry about that. So what I did in the break was I cut 2 circles out from the die cut piece, one down the bottom, and then I spun it. I lined up that circle with this circle and I cut it again. And you'll get these little circles, save them because you'll need them. Okay, the next thing I did was some stars. So you get 2 lots of these lovely stars in your dies. And I put some here. You can just see I wasn't quite within that circle. So this, when it lines up with that circle in there, whatever's within that parameter will be seen through here. So it's a bit of a tricky thing, but you can see it will fit. It will fit. So you've just got to really, really plan it properly to get it to fit in there. So let's see, I think it'll fit like that. It will. So I'm going to go, oh, not the right way, that way. I'm just going to go cut that very quickly. Now that's the 3 stars that came out. We're going to keep them too, but just not use them yet. And here is the stars. So if we line that up here, you will see that they do fit. So there's not a gap like that. Okay, so that's great, the great news. Now the next thing, which I won't bother doing right now, is the embossing. While this is a flat piece of cardstock, you could do your white embossing patterns on your card and make that easier for you. The next thing we'll do, which is the technical part that I really, really, really wanted to show you, was how to get your image onto the acetate. So this is a little piece I cut. It's roughly 2 inches by, well, this one's by 4, but all you need to do is make sure that it'll fit between your, whoopsie, it's got to fit between here and here to cover the circles. Don't worry about the stars. We're not going to do anything with the stars. So I've cut a template which is flukily identical to the one I did because I forgot to trace it. So that is amazing. That is an absolute fluke. So cut a template, and next time, I didn't do it, put your template onto your piece, trace it, so when you cut the circles you know exactly where it is, if you're going to make more than 1 card. If not, doesn't matter. So put my template in there, and then I'm going to get my piece of acetate, line it up so it covers with a little bit of space on both sides of the circle. Doesn't matter if it goes off the paper, you can trim it later. Hold it down, and then you put your 2 stamps over the top. So now I want doggy facing, floating that way, so like that. Oops. Yeah, I knew it would mark. Did it mark? No, it didn't mark. Not too bad. Okay, so you put your doggy there and your spacecraft like so. Close it over. Press them. So just pretend I had them both there. Lift it up, and then stays on. And you just need to pat them. You don't get a lot of ink because there's not a lot of, it's just a line one. Close it over. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, love. And give it a press. Now, the whole fantastic thing about Stamparatus is if it doesn't work the first time, which is a little bit off the ear, you can do it again. So I'm just going to do his ear a little bit. I think it's because it's close to this edge. And his foot. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm not going to go anymore because I think I've moved it. Did I? Yes, in my rushing I did, it moved. But I'm not too worried. I think it's quite cute. It's got that shadow. I'm short on acetate, so I'm not going to do another piece because I'll use up all my ladies' acetate supplies. But you've got the general picture of how I did that. StazOn can get quite sticky. So now the fun part, we grab our, actually I did stamp one earlier, I think I'll use that one. So he's a bit nicer. So I'm going to put him where I want him. Turn him over and line up. You obviously won't fit the whole rocket in there, but I like the circles, the circle dies, because if you're in a spacecraft, I'm imagining most of your windows could be circular. Could be wrong, never been in one, don't know. Now you can see it's already going over the stars, doesn't matter for now. We'll trim that off. So tape it down in other sections where it does matter for now. So it's nice and secure. You can use sticky tape for this. It doesn't have to be acid proof at all. But it's just, I like it because it's skinny. It's thin tape and it's easy to use. So I'm not going to waste too much time on that because I can hear my ladies in the corridor. I feel terrible. I've never done this before. Started a class, what am I thinking? Okay, so this little bit here that you can see has gone over the stars. If you don't want to see that, well I don't, through your card, just gently get in there. There's probably a better way. You could do two separate round pieces, but I just thought for simplicity and practicality, just stamp it once on the one piece. Okay, so I'm, as you can see, fussy cutting and making a mess. And I don't think that's going to matter that it's not secure there. If you're really worried, you could just do, I can hear the ladies giggling in the background, it's so funny. I'm going to get in trouble. Okay, so now I've got that. Now, you're going to have to make another hole because that acetate has sealed the hole. So, make a new hole. And find your beautiful rainbow. Pick a, I like to use these big square ones. I'm saving the round little tiny brads for delicate work. This is a chunky work and it's stronger. It's a bigger brad, easier to use than the little fine ones for such fiddly work here. Thread it through there. Now that little circle that we cut out with the, when we did the die, pop a hole, doesn't matter if it's not central. Now where's all the, where have I put all the dimensionals here? So 3 dimensionals on there, and do not take the sticky off, leave the sticky on, and that faces in. And all that does is help that circle go round easier. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God. And close it over. Not too tight. Just close it over with your fingers. Now I'm not going to connect it because I will do the embossing, but I'm not going to show you. I think if you don't know how to do embossing, maybe look that up somewhere. I do apologise because I'd rather spend this last few precious moments showing you. This is the foam adhesive strips. They're awesome. If you have never used them, you've got to get some. They are just, I use them all the time. Now, you peel them off like so. I just peel the whole strip. And basically, I'm not going to do it because I want to emboss on the back. Stick them along all along, not too close to the wheel, excuse me, all along the edges on the outside and a few in the centre. Then you can stick down your card. Oh, before you do stick your card down, nearly forgot, with this punch, before you stick anything down, line it up where you want to do it and punch a bit out here and then a little bit more. Take it away and do a little bit more. Don't be too scared. You can do it with a die as well. I just find, because I test my cards out on my family, and if they can't use them, then I don't think it's going to be helpful for anyone else. So my hubby couldn't get his big man hands to turn this, so I had to make a little notch, and then it's a lot easier. There are little arrows in the kit you can use, but I think it's pretty obvious what you do. This little dot, you can leave it like that, or you can do what I did, which I thought was quite a cute idea. Blob of glue, pick up one of these stars. I used the big star last time, and place it on the centre. Now you've got to let that dry, but how cute's that? Covers up that big square. So that, my loves, is how I did it. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, love. I've got some more ideas coming, but I will make sure I do it when I've got plenty of time. I'll just show you another card that I made. This is crazy. It's so, I got the feedback I got from the family was it's too busy, and I have to agree with it. This is the hydrangea paper on the back of it. I think it was hydrangea. No, this was the Whirl. Oh goodness. Click the floral. What is it? Fine art floral paper, and this is where I got. This is my original one, and you can see there's a space dog, but I actually embossed stars. If you can see the stars and planets. Can you see the planets? And it was too much, too busy. And then hot pink on top, really. It's just like, wow. Any kid would love it. I find it a little gaudy. But there you go. Also, keep in mind, when you do the insert, you have to cut that a little bit thinner so it doesn't show when your card's closed. Okay, I better go. I've got a class. I've got to focus. So thank you for watching, and I will put this on a YouTube, hopefully join it together, and you better watch it in one go. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.